Just as no one can be forced into belief, so no one can be forced into unbelief. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. The intention that man should be happy is not in the plan of creation. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. I cannot think of any need in childhood as strong as the need for a father's protection. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. Where does a thought go when it's forgotten? A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. Experience teaches us that the world is not a nursery. It is impossible to escape the impression that people commonly use false standards of measurement. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or deepest despair. He does not believe, that does not live according to his belief. Everywhere I go I find a poet, has been there before me. Religion is a system of wishful illusions together with a disavowal of reality. Words are capable of arousing the strongest emotions and prompting all men's actions. Life, as we find it, is too hard for us. It brings us too many pains, disappointments and impossible tasks. The ego is not master in its own house. Will courage you will dare to risks, have the strength to be compassionate, and the wisdom to be humble. Courage is the foundation of it. Where it was, their ego shall be. One might compare the relation of the ego to the id with that between a rider and his horse. The repressed merges into the id as well, and is merely a part of it. Originally the ego includes everything, later it detaches from itself the external world. A transference neurosis corresponds to a conflict between ego and id. Neurosis is the result of a conflict between the ego and its id. The virtuous man contents himself with dreaming that which the wicked man does in actual life. We are what we are, because we have been what we have been. Dreams may be thus stated. They are concealed realizations of repressed desires. Dreams with a painful content are to be analyzed as the fulfillments of wishes. Dream disfigurement, then, turns out in reality to be an act of the censor. The ideas so far produced are insufficient for the interpretation of the dream. The dream is a sort of substitution for those emotional and intellectual trains of thought. Self-deception is a plant which withers fast in the pellucid atmosphere of dream investigation. If youth knew, if age could. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. Love and work, work and love, that's all there is. The goal of all life is death.